Prince Harry and Meghan Markle could push the royal family to breaking point if they do a second tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey, a royal expert has warned. The Sussexes are reportedly planning another interview with an A-list TV star, after revealing in their previous interview one member of the royal family questioned what the color of their son Archie's skin would be before he was born. However, nothing has yet been confirmed. Royal biographer Duncan Larcombe, author of Prince Harry, the inside story told Closer magazine, "Harry and Meghan have caused chaos, and I suspect their TMS no stopping them. I can totally see more of these high-profile, Hollywood-style interviews with A-list TV hosts happening. Especially if their TMS lots of money being offered for it. Harry will need a promotion for his memoir, due to be released next autumn, too. Another Oprah interview, if it TMS anything like the last, would surely push the royals to breaking point." A new BBC documentary exploring the troubled relationship of Prince Harry and Prince William with the British press. It emerged members of the firm, including William and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, have played along with the deal, an unwritten agreement with the media to provide access to information in exchange for favourable coverage. A royal expert has claimed this arrangement has led to an awful lot of leaking. At the start of the first episode of The Princes and the Press, which aired on Monday, BBC media editor Amol Rayan lays out the formula that makes a significant part of royal coverage possible: the deal. He explains the royals get to live in palaces and, as long as they give access to the press, they get favourable coverage. He adds, one prince choosing to play the game, the other is trying to change the rules of the game. The former, it is understood, is Prince William, the latter, Prince Harry. The episode also included suggestions that negative stories about Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, were leaked by courtiers. Robert Jobson, author of William at 40, told Australia's Sunrise, "They can deny it all they like until they're blue in the face, but there's been an awful lot of leaking, particularly from Kensington Palace." Supporters of the Sussexes, who last year took a step back from the firm and moved to the US, have taken to Twitter to defend the couple and express their frustration. Kim Sanders said, "So incredibly disappointing, especially with William. He was fine as long as Harry was the silly, third wheel, spare. As soon as Harry finds someone he loves and he's happy and doing great work in that hateful country, he becomes jealous and turns on him." Bonnie TP wrote, "So disappointing to see this dark side of William." One user, under the name @misref, posted, "The truth is finally being spoken out loud to the British public who they've been fed lies upon lies about Meghan and Harry from Kensington Palace to the UK media." Teresa added, "The old saying of what's done in the dark will come to the light. I'm ready for it." The second and last episode, airing next Monday, will look deeper into Harry and William's rift and is expected to examine claims that the two princes authorized briefings against each other during Megxit. If the content in next week's episode is considered too harmful, some of the royal family households are reportedly considering complaining to Ofcom and withdrawing cooperation with the BBC on major events. The BBC approached Buckingham Palace, Clarence House, and Kensington Palace, representing the households of the Queen, Prince Charles, and Prince William, for comment. They provided the following joint statement, which was included at the end of the documentary: "A free, responsible and open press is of vital importance to a healthy democracy. However, too often overblown and unfounded claims from unnamed sources are presented as facts, and it is disappointing when anyone, including the BBC, gives them credibility." The first episode of Princes and the Press is streaming on BBC iPlayer. During her controversial appearance on The Ellen Show, the Duchess of Sussex shared a story about a time she and Prince Harry attended a Halloween party with Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank. But royal commentator Neil Sean said this will have worried the royal family, who are very nervous about anything getting out to Meghan and Harry. He said, "As we know, Meghan then decided to describe her friendship with Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack, which goes back quite a long way, seemingly. But that really did trigger some alarm bells for senior members of the British monarchy over here. As with everything, time's a great healer. Her third son, Lucas Philip, whose christening is taking place at the Royal Chapel of All Saints in Windsor Great Park, was born in March 2021. The couple have two other children, Mia, 7 and Alina, 3. The christening was held jointly with Lucas's cousin August Brooksbank, the first child of Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank. In pictures, the pair were seen smiling as they arrived at the ceremony in Great Windsor Park. Their child was planned to be christened in July, but it was delayed due to COVID. After announcing the loss of her child in 2016, Zara praised her husband and her brother, Peter Phillips, for their support. "I had to go through having the baby because it was so far along. I then had another miscarriage really early on. It was a time when my family came to the fore and I needed them. In our case, it was something that was really rare. It was nature saying, 'This one's not right.'" The Queen also attended the event on Sunday. Don't miss the Queen, 95, had previously been advised to step back from duties. Her personal doctors advised her to rest, which caused Her Majesty to miss the Remembrance Sunday ceremony last week. It was reported Her Majesty had sprained her back and has carried out only light duties since her hospital stay on October 20th. The Queen also marked her first wedding anniversary since her husband died in April on Saturday. It would have been the pair's 74th wedding anniversary. Additional reporting by Millie Cook. Appearing on US televisions on Thursday night, the Duchess of Sussex seems to have turned over a new leaf as a celebrity. Analyzing the behavior of Meghan on air during the Ellen show, royal expert Brittany Barger suggested that Meghan not making a single reference to her time in the UK as a member of the royal family was the proof she has closed that chapter. She told the Daily Star it was the best case scenario for the royal family that Meghan didn't mention her time there on the show. Ms. Barger said, "That avoids the drama that would go along with those comments." As now co-founder of her company Archie with Prince Harry and involved in several projects with Spotify and Netflix, Meghan seems to be very focused on the US, according to the expert. Ms. Barger thinks the Duchess is not worried about coverage in the UK or whether or not she is acting royal anymore. She added, "She's back home in America where there are no royals, so the need to act royal doesn't matter. Royals are seen more as celebrities here, so she's fitting right into that role." The former Suits actress is currently working as an executive producer on an animated show called Pearl for Netflix, about a girl inspired by influential women throughout history. The Duchess said, "Like many girls her age, our heroine Pearl is on a journey of self-discovery as she tries to overcome life's daily challenges." Prince Harry is involved in a different project showcasing his Invictus games called Heart of Invictus. When the couple announced they were working with the streaming giant, they said they would be producing a range of content that informs but also gives hope. The Sussexes said, "Our lives, both independent of each other, and as a couple has allowed us to understand the power of the human spirit, of courage, resilience, and the need for connection. Through our work with diverse communities and their environments, to shining a light on people and causes around the world, our focus will be on creating content that informs but also gives hope."